What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today we're going to be going over all 3 side quests for all 3 pieces of Misko's treasure, the Of Awakening set in Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. If you follow my video tutorial on how to get the Ember Armor, then you may already be familiar with where this quest starts, which is going to be here at the Goranabi River Cave, here in the Elden region. Once you make your way inside, all you need to do is make your way to the very end of the cave. Tulin is fantastic for crossing these big gaps, including this final one over here, or feel free to use a hydrant, that way you could make yourself some more platforms to get across easier. We're going to go up this one rock over here, and inside is going to be an altar with a piece of the Ember Armor, and then after you make your way through, you're going to be finding this rock over here. Visitor from afar, should your thirst for treasure remain unslacked, read on. I discovered the Tunic of Awakening in a strange land, and have hidden it away. Solve my riddle to make it your own. On the Tabantha frontier, where Rain, Piper, and Tanagar meet, ruined pillars stand together. One of those mighty pillars opens the way to my treasure. Solve my riddle, find my treasure, and earn my respect. The great bandit Misko. From here, he is actually going to be talking about here, the Rain Highlands, the Piper Ridge, and down here is the Tanagar Canyon. In the middle of these 3 is going to be the ancient columns that you may remember from Legend of Zelda. You had a memory here and a shrine. There's going to be a shrine in the sky right above it. Let's go there and fast travel. If you activated this shrine that's going to be right above these pillars, our location is actually going to be pretty simple. As you're flying down, you're going to be seeing a large pedestal where the Breath of the Wild shrine was located, directly below Link right now, below what I'm just going to call the skirt. And as we get closer, you're going to be noticing that there's a bunch of pillars here. Well, this last pillar at the very end actually has a button on top. You want to go ahead and land on this switch. That's then going to go ahead and open up this cave, the Ancient Columns Cave. And inside of here is going to be our altar, containing the Tunic of Awakening. Nice. This is the only Tunic set that was not available in Breath of the Wild, so this is brand new to this game. It's also available using the Amiibo from Link's Awakening Switch, but we're just doing it without that. Anyways, there's going to be a rock here. Let's read this rock. Visitor from afar, should your thirst for treasure remain unslacked, read on. I discovered the trousers of awakening in a strange land, and have hidden them away. Solve my riddle to claim them. In the ruins of Hyrule Field, where warriors once tested themselves in battle, offer your soldier's claymore to the 2 sculpted soldiers. The sword will point the way to my treasure. And this is Misko's Treasure of Awakening 2. Now, in Hyrule Field, where soldiers go to practice battle, is obviously talking about the Colosseum ruins. So let's go ahead and make our way over there. As we make our way down from the sky, you're going to be seeing a Thunder Gleeok as we approach. You actually don't need to initiate combat with this Thunder Gleeok, although, you know, you're coming from above, so why don't you? Anyways, if you look for this slope, right underneath the slope, you're going to be seeing 2 soldiers. And to the right of the rightmost soldier is going to be a sword over here. All you have to do is take this sword and drop it and give it to the soldier. From here, the floor is going to be opening up. You can hop on down. This is the Colosseum Ruins Cave. Straight ahead, there's going to be 4 soldiers holding soldiers' broadswords and claymores, so if you want some decayed weapons, don't know why you would, go for it. And there's going to be the altar, containing for us the Trousers of Awakening. And right here, visitor from afar, should your thirst for treasure remain unslacked, read on. I discovered the Mask of Awakening in a strange land, have hidden it away. Solve my riddle to make it your own. On Hyrule Ridge, in Lufto's land, ruins sleep beneath the towering mushroom trees. Connect the southern column's midday shadow to the northern. At the shadow's center, the way to my treasure will open. This is Misko's Treasure of Awakening 3, and it requires us to make our way over here to Lufto's Bog, and particularly the Thundera Plateau. There's a shrine right above. I'm going to go from here. Now, I would just like to share with you my first experience doing this that was, let's just say, counterproductive. I realized that I needed to connect the south shadow to the north shadow, right? That much was obvious. We could all figure that out. So I was like, okay, well, how am I going to do this? Obviously, I'm going to need, like, building materials. I decided I was going to go to the closest stable that was going to have a whole bunch of wood for me, and I was like, okay, great. Notice how much wood there is? This definitely has to be the way to do this. I made my way over here, and I stacked this up so very, very high as I could possibly get it. And then I made it daytime, and I was just ever so shy of the entire height. For the record, I rode my horse all the way over here. I even passed by another stand of wood, and I was like, I don't know if I have enough wood. Am I gonna have to stop here and go get this? And I did all this. I was like, there's no way. There's no way the game is asking that much of us. Until I realized that on top of this plateau, there was exactly 6 trees. And then I was like, wait, do I just need to not do the entire width of it, but just the length of it? And then it just made sense. So on top of this plateau, you're going to be seeing that there's going to be 6 of these mushroom tree logs. We're going to go ahead, cut down all 6 trees. You want to bring them to the southern pillar. You're going to connect all 6 of these end to end, and you're going to do it flawlessly. As you see, I've already opened up the cave, but I just want to demonstrate how to do this. Now from here, you need to be able to reach this while you're up high. So I recommend coming down here and grabbing the very last one, rotate it up, lift it high and close to you. That's going to lift it as high in the air as it could possibly be. Let's just go ahead and drop it, and we're going to be climbing up this pillar. It's most likely going to fall. Don't worry about that. From here, you're going to be using recall on any of the logs. Immediately switch to Ultra Hand, and you're going to want to grab it while it's upright. It doesn't matter which one you grab, but if you lift it up and you're not high enough, while you're still holding it with Ultra Hand, hold down L and enable recall. From here, you want to click the bottom one, and then we're going to hold L and then immediately switch back to Ultra Hand. This is a very handy way of using these 2 abilities hand in hand, no pun intended, to be able to lift things up much higher. Now let's go ahead, place it down here, and there's a high likelihood it is not going to stay on its own. That's completely fine.
Hi, Editing Austin here. I look back at my old footage, and it turns out that it doesn't need to be in the middle on this weird uneven bumpy part. You just put it on the side. So I'm gonna tell you to put it on the side, although I am gonna go over a neat little thing about using recall after sleeping, which is an important thing to know in the game. So I'm gonna include the next part. Just know that you don't have to do it, but you may want to learn that that can be a thing. Great, bye.
From here, we need to make it noon. I'm gonna grab out a stack of wood and a flint, place them down, get this going. Oh, want that lizard, yoink. And set it for noontime. Once noon comes around, it doesn't matter if it's going to be raining or anything else. Raining may just impair your ability to climb up here. Once you're at the top, and you want to do this somewhat quickly because you kind of are on a race against this being here at noon, and you're gonna use recall on this bottommost log. Using recall on this bottommost log, it's gonna, wobble around and then eventually find out where it wants to go. Give it some time. There we go. You want to prepare Ultra Hand, and while it's standing upright, grab it with Ultra Hand. Set it down, and if you were to look over here, you're gonna see that this shadow is now reaching this pillar. And most importantly, the shadow of the logs that you are touching to the pillar is going to be reaching past this pillar to the shadow behind it. Anyways, we're gonna make our way inside, and inside of here is gonna be the altar that we need. And this is the Mask of Awakening. Legend says this mask resembles a hero who explored a mysterious island that one could visit but not leave. The item makes one want to wear it, but also not wear it. That's Misko's Treasure of Awakening 3, and let's check this stone. To the one who found my treasure, you've done well to solve my riddle and make it to this place. Your cleverness and cunning have earned you both treasure and my respect. The Great Bandit Misko. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but this is now a giant mascot head. Oh my god, this is now the best of the Link set there is. Look at it. You are a mascot. Granted, you're not going to have any cool bonuses different from the other ones. Okay, to upgrade this to level 1 is going to take Luminous Stone and Star Fragments. Oh, this needs 10 Luminous Stone. Okay, this is a little pricey. Now, the Of Awakening set is just like all of the other Link sets, that the only bonus that you're going to be getting, you're not going to get any from the individual pieces, but the full set bonus is going to be Attack Up, and it is only Attack Up level 1. So, yeah. not the best. The same thing as if you had the fully upgraded Tunic of the Wild. You're going to be having set bonus attack up. That speed up 3 is from the potion that I drank before. But yeah, it's going to be the exact same thing as the Of the Wild set. So, unless there's one that you specifically really love, like the Of Awakening set, I would not go ahead and upgrade these. This is like the super completionist stuff that you're going to do at the very end once you're done with everything else. Well, anyways, guys, that's going to be wrapping up this video. Let me know if it was helpful to you to get yourself the Of Awakening set. Let me know if you came up with another zany conclusion on how to do the Thundera Plateau one as zany as mine was. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, turning on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.